So Red Dead Redemption 2 has finally arrived, and with it being such a huge open world experience, new players can often find themselves getting lost, short on cash, and not properly upgrading their equipment. So for everyone starting off a new game, here's 10 spoiler-free must-know tips for Red Dead Redemption 2. So starting off, you'll find that it's pretty difficult to come across money when exploring the huge open world. Money is essential for upgrades, weapons, horses, outfits, and more, so one of the best ways early on is to simply loot everything. You'll find many instances where you kill off multiple groups of 20 plus people. Make sure to loot everyone. The NPCs will urge you to continue the objective, but you won't fail the missions for simply stopping to collect the loot. You'll find tons of ammo, items, and cash from simply looting from everyone that you kill, earning you some fast early cash. The second easy way to make money would be to collect bounties. For example, doing one of the first ones in the game can net you around $50. After that, you can find posters scattered throughout the land to collect different bounties, either dead or alive, often granting a pretty decent payout. In my opinion, doing bounties is one of the fastest ways to make money early on in the game. The next tip is fairly simple, but it's one that people often tend to forget, and that's taking care of your horse. Bonding with your horse will upgrade it over time. Petting it, feeding it, and brushing it to keep it clean will all make your horse happy. Any break in action, I make sure to take care of the horse before and after I ride it. You can also calm the horse down if it gets scared by clicking on the left stick while riding it. This will also increase the bond. The higher the bond with your horse will further increase the range to which you can whistle and bring it back to your position. The next tip is kind of obvious, and it's simply don't break the law. Breaking the law can net you a pretty hefty bounty, and early on will definitely put a hurting on your funds if you don't want to go to jail. However, if you do feel like breaking the law, make sure you put on your mask first to hide your identity while committing crimes. Doing certain crimes can also be beneficial for your wallet, but there's a huge risk if you get caught, so be careful. The next tip on the list revolves around hunting. Hunting is used for crafting, food, and is an easy way to make money. What a lot of people don't know is that when you are hunting, make sure to use your binoculars to see the level of the animal. Higher level animals have better fur and items used for upgrades. If you collect the entire animal without skinning it, it will sell more at the butchers. When hunting, make sure to use your bow and arrow to make sure that you don't mess up the carcass. Using things like rifles and shotguns can damage the animal skin, making it worth less when you go to sell it. Now, one of the most crucial tips that I can give is to upgrade the camp. Donating to the camp is one of the last things on everyone's to-do list when starting off. However, this should be one of your top priorities. $220 will upgrade Dutch's Lodgings and will unlock the ability to get a map. The map will cost around $325, but it will allow for you to fast travel from camp to any city or town that you have previously discovered. We all know how annoying it is to travel on horseback everywhere you want to go, so having fast travel unlocked is definitely a huge game changer early on. The next tip is to make sure you always have a bottle of Horse Revive on you. I mean, they're fairly cheap. You can buy them from the stores. It's a good idea to keep them on you at all times because you don't want your horse to die and then you're just stranded, and it can prevent you from losing your horse altogether. Nobody wants to work hours and hours and hours trying to level up their horse just to let it get killed and then not have a horse revive on them. Next up is to not sell your jewelry. So you might have collected quite a few pocket watches or belt buckles or whatever from looting all these corpses that you found. Well, eventually you will unlock a fence and he can sell stolen goods for you. A lot of merchants can't take the belt buckles or the watches or the pins or the items that you have collected, and the fence can. It's a good way to make a decent amount of money from all those corpses that you've been looting. So instead of trying to free up inventory space or selling what you can here and there, save them up for when you unlock a fence. Trust me, you'll thank me later. But that is going to do it for all the tips that I have for you today. Hopefully you guys will find these tips helpful if you are starting a new game. I think that this will get you on the right track and earn you a decent amount of money early on. If you guys enjoyed this sort of thing and you want everything Red Dead Redemption 2, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far. Share it with your friends so more people can find the channel. And that's going to do it for me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.